it's Bella and welcome to Beauty on a Budget and a dupe day, but not my usual kind of dupe day. You know, I was thinking, if you're like me and you are makeup crazy like me, you want every palette that comes out. I mean, I just love makeup. And everyone that comes out, oh, I've got one like that, I'd like that, I'd like that. And very few of us can do every single palette that comes out. But if we dupe every palette that comes out, if we find a decent dupe, it can also work out expensive. If you're on a tight budget, even if you buy the high street equivalent to what's the high-end palette, it still can work out a lot because they bring a lot of palettes out and I want them all. So this is what I do, and what I've been doing for a little while is I will take the palette, I'll take a close-up shot of it on the internet, I'll zoom in and then I'll look at each colour and I'll compare it to things I've already got. Now, you can get a look together quite easily with that. If you've got a few palettes, you can get a look, maybe not exactly the same, but as near as anything, and no one would know. Yes, you have to work a bit more because you've got to find the palettes. But in the past, I've also done it, and then I've taken the individual shadows from the different palettes and I've put them in a little Z-pack, and then I've put looks like on the front, whatever it looks like. So you've got it all together. There's lots of ways, but I know you can get a look. I can normally get a look by going through the things I've got. It takes a little bit more patience, but that's what I've done today. That's how I've done it today. So the palette we're working with is Urban Decay's Naked Cherry. And I'll show you how I come up with this look. Okay guys, so as I said, this is not going to be an identical look. We're just looking for something that will give us the same type of look and see if we can make it up with our own palettes. So I'm going to start off with this one here, and I shall write the colour above, what it is in the Naked palette, and then what it is in whatever palette I'm using. So I'll put those underneath. So this is quite a bright colour, but it's just for the transition. So I'm going to put the Urban Decay this side, and we'll work this round. As I say, this is just a transition, and I haven't done this before. So I've just picked the colours out. I was determined to pick the colours out the morning that I did the video, like this morning, so that it's not, you know, sort of pre-done and see, now that's it. So let's blend that one out. Okay, so I'm wiping my brush on a brush cleaner, you know, my pad. Drop all my eyeshadows. And this is the side that's going to be the similar look. And this is the one by LA Girl, big palette by LA Girl. And I'm going to take this colour here and I'll put it down. As I said, I can't see a thing in a minute, but I will put it across the top. And we'll bring that back and forth. I've already put on an eye primer. I put the Milani eye primer on, and I put on Wet n Wild Brulee over the top. So my eyes are well prepped, so it's not going on to sort of anything sticky, or so it's blending quite easily. I love this palette, guys. Let's blend it up into the crease, like towards the brow. Okay, so for the second colour, I want to take this Rooster Reese here, and I'll put the name of it down as I say. I want that one there. But I want it on a thinner brush because I don't want to cover this. I just want to go further and darken my crease. I've got a mirror down here, guys. I just want to darken my crease. Just like this. So I'm literally just pushing that into the crease. Like this. And a little bit up at the end. So we get a bit of shape. And a little bit on that outside corner, but not a lot. So that one like that. That's the Urban Decay one. Let's blend that out. Okay, now I'm taking this one from, this is one of the Resurrection palettes from Revolution. So I'm going to take that one. Same place again, just a little bit lower. Not going quite so far up. Corner again. A little bit on the corner. As I said, it's not going to be exactly the same because they're different shadows. But I'm just trying to say, you know, show you that you can, if you really like the look of a new palette, sometimes, because I do this an awful lot, you like the look of a new palette, if you go through what you've got, if you've got a few palettes, you can make up a very, very similar look. And if they're palettes you've got, well, you wouldn't have them if you didn't like them. And you know, these palettes I know last. I know the longevity in them. I know they're going to be okay. So I'm quite happy to use them. That blends really nice, the Revolution one. So this is the Urban Decay. This is the Revolution. Okay, let's try the next shade. So what I want to do now is I want to blend this part. So we're back into the Naked palette, second one along. Fluffy brush, brush it off and just sort of tickle that outside part. So that we're not got any stark edges, you know, so it all blends nicely in. So that's that one. And then I'm going to do the same thing the other side. I'm going to use this one. Same palette again I'm using, guys. This is the Resurrection palette. And I'm just going to do the same thing again. Just blend that. Just blend that over like this. Just so the edges are nice and evened out. Okay, next colour. Okay, so the next colour I'm using is the very dark one on the end. And I'm putting this onto a flat brush, a small flat brush. And I'm just going to do the V. So I'm doing 2/3 out from my eye. And just working into the crease. Sometimes if you hold your head back, you can see slightly better for that, guys. So folding it into the crease there, and about a quarter a third the way along. And then we go back to the blending again, making sure we clean our brush in between everything. And blend that upwards and outwards. Upwards and outwards. And just intensify that as much as you like. For today, I think for me there's a little bit of fallout, but for me that's okay today. So that's the Urban Decay one. Now what we need. Now we are going to clean our brush off. And we are going to use the one from the NYX Lingerie palette. I'm going to use this one down here, because it's a very pinky, reddy brown. This one's going to go here. Same thing again. and down, about a third of the way along. Slightly up. Rub off our other brush. And then we're going to blend that. It's a little bit more. Sometimes they need more, guys, sometimes they don't, sometimes they're better. Darken that up a little bit more. And this one. And we'll blend that one in. Sorry guys, my camera went off. So I put that beige colour over the lid, and then I went back in with the dark one from the Urban Decay first, and I just enhanced that outer edge there where the white went over it, so that the two mingle together really nicely, just like this. And then I'm going to do the same with the other side. So I'm taking the same sort of colour from, which I think will be about this one, maybe a bit lighter. I'm taking the same sort of colour from the Revolution palette again. I'll put it on the top, and I'm putting this over my lid. Same sort of thing again. It's sort of a taupe. I think taupe would be the best way to put it. This one may be very slightly darker, but I said we're only looking for a similar look. That's the Revolution one. And then we're going to get the dark out of the NYX palette again, because that's what we put on the corner. So we're going to get a bit more of that dark one, and we're just going to enhance that there so that they blend together, just like this. That's it, guys. Okay guys, the next one, I'm going to put this kind of goldy pink here. Put this shade up. I'm just going to put that on my finger. So always find that brightener for the centre lid is always best done with the finger. And I'm just going to tap that in the middle and work my way up. Could be a bit more pigmented. Just blend that in a little bit with your finger, tap very, very gently, so gently. So that's it on that lid. And then I'm going to take one from the Dance Floor palette. This one's Life on the Dance Floor, and this is the VIP one. And I'm going to take this one here. Put that on my finger. I'm in trouble with these pigmented ones. On my finger. I'm having a bit of trouble with these glitter ones. They're not really neither side, tell you the truth. Let's try with a quarter pencil brush. So let's do this one first. And that's better. A bit more even with the brush like that, out to the corner so we do it nice and straight. And then we want to do the same with the Urban Decay. Guys, and then I'm going to take this one slightly pinker, Let's just slightly pinker this one up, because this one is slightly pinker. And then we're going to take a little brush and do our, oh, in the corner. So the white one, well, it's not white, it's kind of a bone colour. We'll do from the Urban Decay. And then I should do the whiter coloured one from, this is it, back to the Flawless Resurrection palette. I'm doing it. And then do the same there. Okay. And I tidy up my ends, like I always do. So that's it, guys. That's the Decay side, and that's Bella's Mishmash side. I'll put the rest of my makeup on and I will be back. Okay, guys, it's pretty good, isn't it? I mean, it's not, I don't know, I think it's pretty good. I've got that big blow-up mirror in front of me, and I think that's pretty good. It's cost me nothing because I've already got the palettes, and I only keep palettes that I know are going to wear and, you know, the longevity. Otherwise I give them away. I put them in my family and friends box and they go. So I know it will last. But it's not bad, is it? It's not bad, and it's so easy to go out and buy a new palette because you like it. And yes, it does take more work, it does, because you've got to look and examine the palettes. But I said, if you put them all together at the end, or even if you remember the shadows that you used, you know, it's only a couple of palettes, just a few palettes, and just take a look and, you know, at each one. And once you've found the combination, you've got it, you know, you can do it time and time again, and I like it. So a little bit more work, but 0 pennies. So I hope you enjoyed that, guys. Thanks for being with me as always. I will see you in my next video. If you like my video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you was to subscribe, I'd be over the moon, because I'd love you to be part of this lovely little YouTube group we've got going here. I will see you again in my next video. You take care of yourselves, and I love you all. Bye. Bye.